Hello everyone and welcome to Bahrain, which plays host to the second round of the 2016 CRC World Championship. It's a night race with a circuit length of 5.412 km with a race distance of 308.238 kilometers, clockwise in direction, 15 corners with 57 laps. So, we are here after an interesting season opener that we had last time out at Melbourne. We are here in Bahrain for I think should be an interesting second race of the season. As you can see, it's almost dark here at Bahrain. Darkness has almost fallen. Of course, this has been a night race since 2014, this has, here in Bahrain. We should be underway, so we're just waiting for everything to load. We're now ready. So, with the 30-minute session, which is about to get underway, here at Sakhir. And we are underway. The light is green. For hard tire, it's the hard tires, and first out on track, it is the RTS of Phoebe O'Connor. Making sure that it sounds at the right volume. Yeah, it is. It's Phoebe O'Connor for RTS. Who has opened the session. As she makes her way into the hairpin. Currently riding on board with the RTS now. As Phoebe heads up to this corner complex. Oh, really using that curb. Of course, it's the hard tyre runners, and don't forget you can follow the session at ksrmotorsport.liveracers.com, because that is where the session has its live timing. But of course, there is a lot to read into from Bahrain, and firstly, the biggest story from Australia, I'd say the performance of Rosie O'Driscoll. The way that she came in like she did, and then did a different strategy to everyone else, which was a very tricky strategy, because it meant that she did have to overtake some cars. But she did it. And she finished in second place. And yes, ahead of one of the Anata Rokas who had a problem. Here's Phoebe O'Connor. RTS had a difficult season opener, but they have a good car. They have a better car in a circuit like this, we are hearing, to the RTS team. Of course, they had a very difficult season opener which saw both cars go out to Q1. Phoebe, many say, should really have made it had it not been for an incident with Hannah Duran, which Hannah Duran got penalised for. as Phoebe O'Connor sets the first time of the weekend, which is a 1:28.498, obviously on the hard tyre, which is what everyone's running this session. Wolf Buchan beats that to a 27.9. No sign of Will Esley out there yet. Alex Moores is out there though, in his Yatra. We do have one third stage driver today, and that is Marco Efos, who is driving Elliot Everson's Speed Tech for FP1 as Alex Moores goes to the top on a 26.5. But this track is less into the unknown for these teams, and the reason for that is because the teams conducted 6 4-hour sessions round here. So they know how the cars handle round here. I mean, yes, it's very different conditions because they were testing in the day before. But still, they know how their car handles round here. So it's less of a step into the unknown coming into this race. As Rosie heads into... Wow, really launching off that corner there. No, Will Esley has not been out there yet, so that's why he's not on the timing screens yet. Or properly anyway. But here is Rosie. In her Coombs GP, after how much that she impressed last time out. Now Rosie finishes a lap. I must say that Shantana looks great under lights as O'Driscoll goes up to third behind Chantel Hawk. Running on board with high wheels. You must say that Shantana looks great under lights. Of course, it is a very recognisable livery that the Shantana team have. Oh, there's been an incident involving Louise Morrow. Let's see what's happened to Louise Morrow somewhere on track. Oh, she went off. Well, there was an incident between Legit and a Tove. Somehow they all managed to recover. Legit and a Tove come together. So a bit of problem. We don't have the yellow flags up, unfortunately. But so Legit gets hit round by David Bland. Everybody tries to take avoiding action. Some can't. So where did O'Connor get taken off in that? Oh, she tried to take avoiding action, then just used too much of the curve. And then hit the wall. That's a common mistake to hit the wall, did Louise Morrow. Here is Will Esley out on track. Heading into turn 1. Turn 2 and 3. Now heading up towards turn 4. Let's look at the timing screens on the few sectors. It's a purple first sector for Wellesley. So Wellesley just sets a purple first sector. Of course, they're all doing long runs now. Someone's just gone up there. Toby Jones goes up into 4th place in his Coombs GP car. As Esley goes over the hill now, up, down the straight. Into the final corner. A 26.3 for Wellesley. That's a good time. So Essie takes to the top of the timing screens. A bit of contact there between Blakemore and Duran. Marco Efos has not done that yet in his first Thursday for the team. He is going to do a lot of Thursdays for Speed Tech this year, we know that. As Marco Efos heads into the final corner and crosses the line. DRS open. Into turn 1. In the Master Force powered SpeedTech, which apparently there is rumours that SpeedTech are having issues with their DRS and that they are not gaining anything through DRS. There are rumours going round the paddock. That have been around since, and that they've had this problem since testing and have not been able to fix it. As E4's heads down the back straight, up to the final corner. Now about to finish the lap. Let's say to 5.65 is his first lap in the CRC session. RTS having a good session so far, currently 14th and 13th. That shows their long run pace seems to be quite good. Louise Morris still in the garage as Duran gets past the HWR. So many interesting points going into this weekend. As here is Wellesley. Of course, they are all on the hard tyre at the moment. All the cars really do look great under lights. Here is Jack Baldwin, who's now currently stuck behind the HDR. Quintana didn't get any points in Australia. So they obviously had a very disappointing day in Melbourne. So here you are on board with Jack Baldwin. Minutes left of the session to go. We're halfway through the session. With regards to commentary this weekend, James is not here, but James Carwin will be in the commentary box for the race this weekend, which is going to be good. We're going to have two commentators this Sunday. As here looking at Harvey Williams in the Chantal, we're going to have two commentators on Sunday. And of course, don't forget that coming up later, quite a bit later though, but still coming up later, we do have qualifying for both the CGP2 and the CGP3 series later. Obviously, those seasons will be kicking off this weekend. And those seasons, I think, could be very interesting. But that Chantal is really good. The way that blue reflects the light. Here you're currently looking from the helicopter cam. Of course, they did test in a testing livery, but they unveiled a new race livery. Ooh, the Hawk's getting a bit out of shape, heading into the braking zone of turn 10. Here is Lucy Boomy, you're riding on board with. In the Baroness zone. Darkness has fallen on the Sakhir International Circuit. In Bahrain. There's the two HWRs getting a bit close to the conflict there. Now here's the CGP of Max Gala. CGP were frustrated with their season opener last time out. Of course, Luke Julian crashed out Montegala, had absolutely no pace, as the team said. You're riding on board with Tucson, who did have a good race in Australia to take the final point in 10th. Hoping to continue that form in Bahrain, the Mossad driver will be. Here you've got Matt Coombs. He's now making his way up towards turn 4. Currently riding on board with Matt Coombs, making his way up the straight. Ooh, Hardy getting a bit close to comfort with Ben Blakemore. And it was actually set a better first sector just now than his previous one, so he lifted off and started to put his on to the Prix start. Yeah, now he's got 5 dents. Tove looking not on the pace again. And what's happened with Tove? I don't know what's happened, because in Jerez they showed a lot of promise. And Melbourne is a circuit that's a bit like Jerez in a way, but they didn't have any pace there. So I have no idea why they're not at the top of the midfield at the moment. And they're actually quite far back. Oh, Lucy Woodward really aggressively trying to get past Lucas Quintanilla there. Here's Harvey Williams. There's a bit of server lag visible there on the screen. But it's going to be really interesting to see, if the pace that we saw in testing is going to be similar to what it what it's going to be today, or this weekend, I mean. Of course, coming up we do have the CGP2 series. That qualifying session will be taking place, and also the CGP3 series as well. And of course that will be live on this YouTube channel. Five minutes to go of the session. Here at Sack here. Everyone's just pounding around at the moment, not really much going on. It's probably not been the most exciting practice in the world. Here you're looking at Carry-On Peace. In the Lockie. Who did show good pace in Melbourne. Hawk gets down the inside of one Gala. There's not really much going on in this practice session though, as here you're now looking at Avi Ledger in the Team Mossop by NAT. A very different sound of these Dork powered cars make to the others. Got 2 minutes left for the session. Because everyone's just getting their homework done at the moment. So the last lap, 27.8 Wesley, 31.0, obviously Alex Wong with traffic there, 28.4 for Hawk. 28.9 for O'Driscoll. So Dork seem to have some good race pace. Yep, Dork seem to have good race pace at the moment. That is really interesting to see. Alex Moores, I believe, is currently struggling in traffic, so he's not as strong to set some clear laps. Obviously, Asaroka seemed to have quite an advantage. Shunter Horton has now done a 29.1. But of course, which could be really interesting, this is just the long runs on the hard tyres. Duran got held up in her first lap, we're presuming, but Dork seemed to have genuinely good race pace. The checkered flag is out. So, it is Will Esty who end the session fast on a 26.324. Ahead of Alex Moores and Chantal Hawk. So, some interesting times to read heading into this weekend. Obviously, all these teams getting their afternoon's work done. It's going to be very interesting to see what everyone does in FP2 with tyres. Everyone heads into the pits to end the session. James Lang heads into the pits. And that is it for free practice 1 here in Bahrain. And we'll see you tomorrow. Obviously, coming up later, we do have the CGP2 series. But as far as CRC is concerned, we'll see you tomorrow for FP2. Goodbye.